Welcome back to another brand new edition of Ruthless Aggression RAW. We are less than 1 week to the Royal Rumble, and what a show we've got lined up this evening. As you can see, a truly historic main event. The Undertaker is going to be taking on Ric Flair. What a great match that is going to be between two legendary superstars. But before that, kicking off the show, we have got the Undertaker's brother Kane in hardcore title action, because you the viewers have spoken and you have decided that Kane is going to be the challenger, challenging Randy Orton, who defeated RVD on last week's Raw, becoming the brand new WWE Hardcore Champion. So Randy Orton taking on Kane to kick off tonight's edition of Raw. Remember this match for the Hardcore Championship. Kane sporting some brand new ring attire this evening. Again, Kane was put into this match as decided by the viewers at home. So Randy Orton is going to have quite the challenge in this contest. Kane is a former Hardcore Champion, nicknamed by some in the past as the Big Red Hardcore Machine. We all see in this match how Kane can fare against the current Hardcore Champion. Like we said last week, Randy Orton, not the typical Hardcore Champion, but as we did see last week and as we've seen various times in the past, Orton can be vicious, Orton can be hardcore, and Orton has got all the ingredients and tools to make a great Hardcore Champion. So you can see the action already on the outside of the ring. Kane slamming Randy Orton's face on the announcer's table. Kane going for the clothesline, Randy Orton ducking it. A clothesline of his own now, taking the Big Red Monster down. The champion regaining some form of control. Kane this time having his face slammed off the announcer's table. Into the headlock, but Kane with that power, pushing Randy out of the way into a massive big boot. Go with that baseball bat. Randy Orton though, attempting to delay it, but seemingly just delaying the inevitable, because eventually Kane did get that baseball bat and slam that bat around the face of Randy Orton. And as we can see, that baseball bat shot has drew blood. So we've got some blood in this Hardcore Championship match. And the current Hardcore Champion, Randy Orton, representing Evolution of course, might be in trouble on this one, but slowly but surely making his way back into this matchup. We just saw a series of right hands. The crowd certainly enjoying this match to kick off tonight's edition of Raw. And this is going to be signature Orton. That variation neck breaker on the outside of the ring. Orton now with that Hardcore Championship in hand. Waiting for Kane to get back to his feet, and as soon as he does, the championship shot to the cranium, taking Kane down once again. Randy Orton, I'm sure, is going to be wanting to prove to the WWE Universe that he is a worthy Hardcore Champion. Again, Orton winning that championship last week, defeating RVD last week on Monday Night Raw. And what a main event of the show that was. RVD putting his soul, his body on the line. In the end though, Randy Orton with that RKO off the ladder through the announcer's table. Too much for the ECW legend. And again, as we know now, Orton, the current Hardcore Champion. And Kane now with that massive boot, taking that chair back into the face of Orton. And now a steel chair shot. Big Red Monster in firm control, placing that chair into the corner. But Randy Orton, in typical heel fashion, taking a page out of his mentor Ric Flair's book with that low blow. And speaking of Ric Flair, he is going to be in the main event this evening, take on The Undertaker. Undertaker's first match back on Raw in quite some time. Remember, The Undertaker returned last month at the Judgment Day pay-per-view, shocking The Rock after his victory against Rey Mysterio. And The Rock will face Undertaker for that championship in 1 week's time at the Royal Rumble. Rock not in action this evening, but I have heard The Rock is backstage, so you never know. We might get an appearance by the Great One later on in the show. Nevertheless, Ric Flair, Undertaker, main event this evening. And Taker's brother now, Kane, on the top rope. Going for that signature clothesline, not connecting. What a reversal by Randy Orton. Into that T-bone suplex. Orton there, showing some uncharacteristic power there. It takes some power to throw the Big Red Machine around, keeping in mind this man is 300 plus pounds and 7 foot tall. So a great achievement there by Randy Orton. Though Kane is back in control, at least momentarily. That spinning back suplex, taking Kane down once again. We can see the table there set up on the left hand side of the ring. That table brought into play not too long ago. Going to be interesting to see if that table eventually comes into play. We've also seen a steel chair come into play. We've seen the baseball bat. So this match, very hardcore and a fitting match to kick off tonight's brand new edition of Ruthless Aggression RAW. Again, we've got a Ric Flair Undertaker main event. We're also going to be seeing CM Punk take on the Big Show. That match coming up very shortly. We're also going to be taking a look back at the Triple H HBK match from Judgment Day. But more on that as the show progresses, because this match could be coming towards the end. Kane now setting up for the choke slam. Randy Orton now at the choke slam. Nice reversal. Now calling the Big Red Monster to his feet. RKO coming up. Not this time. Kane reversing the RKO. Irish whip. Both these men exchanging reversals. Eventually, Randy Orton with a big back body drop. And it could be time for that table to finally come into play. The Legend Killer setting that table up. But he's going to continue that offense on Kane. Using that momentum off the ropes, taking Kane down again. Orton now on the apron. Shoulder thrust. Orton now climbing the top rope. Slowly but surely. Kane though trying to block him. Not working out though. Going for that top rope move, but Kane catches him into that vicious backbreaker. Now the end could be here. Another choke slam coming up. But again, for the second time in this contest, Orton with Kane's number, reversing that choke slam for the second time. Going for the low kick. Kane blocking it, but Orton again reversing it. These two men putting everything on the line. And we just saw Kane go skull first into that lodged steel chair in the corner. This match could be over as Kane is groggy as hell after that steel chair shot. Orton now looking to end this one, placing Kane on that table. And the hardcore champion, the Legend Killer, filled with confidence. But it looks like this match is coming towards the end. Kane on that table. Orton now about to climb the turnbuckle. Oh, but Kane saving himself just in time. Kane now adjusting Randy Orton's position on the top rope. And a powerbomb. A massive powerbomb off that top rope. Blasting the Legend Killer through that table. A lifeless hardcore champion in the centre of the ring. Debated going for the pinfall. Instead, wants to inflict more damage. You would have thought the powerbomb through the table would have been enough. But Kane now the exclamation point. The choke slam. Bouncing Legend Killer's head off that steel chair. This one is over. We have got a brand new hardcore champion. Kane slamming Randy Orton through that table via the corner powerbomb. Then the choke slam on that steel chair as the exclamation point. Kane showing his dominance. The Big Red Machine leaving Raw the brand new Hardcore Champion. Like we said previously, Kane's brother The Undertaker is going to be in action in tonight's main event. That's still to come. But up next, we've got CM Punk taking on the NWO's Big Show. Now, in less than 1 week's time, it is going to be CM Punk taking on Kevin Nash at the Royal Rumble. This match has been 1 year in the making. Who can forget, in recent times on SmackDown, CM Punk has competed in what some fans were calling the road to Kevin Nash. CM Punk defeated the likes of Scott Hall, X-Pac, even the Big Show, all en route to get to Kevin Nash. While CM Punk did overcome all those obstacles, he earned his way into that match against Kevin Nash. And that long-awaited match, CM Punk, the former leader of the NWO, taking on Kevin Nash, the current leader of the group, this Sunday at the Royal Rumble. But Kevin Nash's running buddy, the other member of the NWO, the other tag team champion, the Big Show, is CM Punk's opponent this evening. Like I touched on previously, CM Punk has defeated the Big Show in recent memory a couple months ago now on SmackDown. But Big Show, well, look at this guy, it's clear to see on his day this guy can defeat anybody. And I think it's also fair to say Big Show's main objective in this contest is not necessarily to defeat CM Punk this evening, but I would say his primary target to soften up CM Punk before his match against Kevin Nash this Sunday. So we have seen some great back and forth action so far. Big Show currently in control. Going for that variation of the choke now. Big Show larger and in charge. But CM Punk somehow, some way, finding that power. Snap marrying the Big Show out of that maneuver. And CM Punk now using those kicks. Those signature kicks that we're going to see plenty of in this contest. But as easy as that, the Big Show regaining control. And look at that maneuver. Big Show stepping right over CM Punk. A move like that can definitely do some internal damage, so that is definitely not good for the former world champion in this contest. Punk off the ropes. Another kick. Again, with Big Show's size, expect plenty of kicks and different maneuvers that are not going to involve it from the Big Show, because at 500 pounds and 7 foot tall, it's clear to see this man is going to be difficult to lift. So Punk is going to have to take his chances whenever he can. And it looks like another chance could be coming up. Their springboard clothesline, taking the Giant down. Picking Big Show back to his feet. Big Show does not want any part of it. That massive elbow. And now Punk finding himself back in the corner. Big Show. Looks like we're going to be seeing some snake eyes. CM Punk out of the corner. Drop face first onto that turnbuckle. A move, simple but effective. Definitely an old school move. And Big Show is definitely old school. A powerbomb now, but not the traditional powerbomb. Rather, the reverse powerbomb, which I believe Big Show calls the alley-oop. So the alley-oop to CM Punk. A devastating maneuver. Duck on the clothesline. An Irish whip. Big Show going with that power. Taking CM Punk down yet again. Despite the offense, CM Punk is attempting in this contest time after time. The Big Show just keeps coming back. Big Show, a former WWE champion, a former world champion. You name it, Big Show has done it. Big Show has been an ECW champion. He has done everything in this business. But to his credit, CM Punk is having to use some alternative offense in this contest. We are seeing kick after kick. And Big Show is reeling. Big Show groggy, slowly to his feet. Going to be walking into a GTS. Somehow, some way, CM Punk lifting him. But not managing to keep him up because Big Show too large, weighs too much. Big Show reversing the go to sleep. And now Big Show with a rush of adrenaline, calling CM Punk to his feet. We could be seeing a chokeslam incoming. Here we go, chokeslam time. Oh, but CM Punk reversing the chokeslam into that DDT. A great reversal by the former world champion. And now we're going to be seeing the soda twist by Punk. One of Punk's signature moves dating back to the indie days. Punk now on the top rope. Going to be going for that Macho Man elbow drop, and he connects. The elbow to the heart of the Giant. Into the cover. Can CM Punk do it? Can he defeat Big Show? Not this time. Big Show kicking out the enforcer of the NWO. The NWO's biggest member is going to be hard to defeat in this one. So far, he is managing to withstand any offense CM Punk can muster. And as easy as that, Big Show again with those power moves. Simple but effective. That choke toss almost throwing CM Punk there out of his boots. Punk now on the ropes. This is not good for Punk. But Punk reversing that maneuver. And the Big Show tossed out of the ring now. This could be CM Punk's opportunity. Crossbody to the Big Show. Punk now going downstairs. Again, alternative offense in this one. I think Punk was going for the GTS, but yet again the Big Show, the world's largest athlete, reversing the GTS. CM Punk now head first on the announcer's table, and Punk could be in a world of trouble. Look at the power of this Giant. The Gorilla Press slam on the outside of the ring. Big Show back in the ring just to temporarily break that count up. Again, like we said, I think it's fair to say Big Show's primary objective in this contest is not going to be to get the victory. It is going to be to soften up CM Punk for Kevin Nash on Sunday. But Punk again reversing that choke slam. Now Punk has got to be careful. The referee is continuing that count. I'm not quite sure what he's at. Potentially going to be near 10, but again, CM Punk breaking that count. The referee's count will again start from scratch. And the NWO's Big Show laid out now on the announcer's table. CM Punk now onto the turnbuckle and the massive elbow drop. The elbow drop from the ring to the announcer's table. Big Show destroyed, laid out in front of us. And the former WWE, WCW and ECW World Champion is barely moving. Referee is nearing a 10 count. And that is over. The referee ringing the bell. Big Show failing to answer the count. CM Punk has defeated the Big Show via count out. And there is Kevin Nash. It is going to be CM Punk versus Kevin Nash Sunday at the Rumble. CM Punk though leaving Raw battered and bruised, but clearly with the momentum on CM Punk's side. So, like we've mentioned several times, the Rumble is going to be this Sunday, less than 1 week away. As we've seen in Rumbles over the years, they normally contain many surprises, many superstars making their return, and I'm sure this Sunday's Rumble is going to be no different. 2 superstars already confirmed to make their return in the 30-man Rumble match is going to be Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Those 2 legendary superstars have not been seen on Raw since their epic Judgment Day Hell in a Cell match, and that is exactly where we're going to be going next, because if you missed it previously, you have now got a second chance, because up next we're going to be taking a special look back at Judgment Day and a special look at one of the most memorable Hell in a Cell matches in WWE history. Triple H taking on HBK, Hell in a Cell. Referee ringing the bell. This one is underway. HBK, Triple H, Hell in a Cell. This one is not going to be for the faint-hearted. This is sure to be one of the biggest and best Hell in a Cell matches we've ever seen in WWE history. The history alone between these 2 men is incredible. They've been friends, they've been enemies. We know exactly how they have got here. And HBK kicking Matt's match off with a big back body drop on the game. The game fighting back now. Kick to the gut. And a strong scoop slam, taking Michaels down. We of course in the history with Michaels on that back, Michaels left the WWE in 1998 and had a massive gap due to that back injury. So Hunter going straight for that back. Knows his former best friend also well. Knows his weaknesses and knows his strengths. And we are seeing the beginning of what is sure to be a great hard-hitting contest. Triple H picking HBK back to his feet. And right hand after right hand. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is not going to be pretty. This match is going to resemble more of a brawl. And basically, it's going to be an all-out war. I can assure you of that one. These two men confined to this massive cell. Michaels starting out with the punches. You're going to see plenty of hard-hitting punches in this one. Michaels might be one of the most technically gifted superstars we've ever seen, but he can throw hands with the best as well. And Michaels now out of the turnbuckle with the clothesline, now kicking the crap out of the game. Pure hatred between these two men. Hard to believe these two are once best friends. These two have kissed and made up multiple times in the past, but recently when Triple H turned his back on Raw, that seemed to be the final nail in the coffin. That friendship once again turned to hatred, and these two have resumed what has been quite the feud. Last month at Backlash, we witnessed, quite frankly, an amazing street fight. Triple H fights for his best friend with Sledgehammer, victorious in that one. That match, one of the best brawls we've ever seen in WWE history. And I've got a feeling this Hell in a Cell match could be topping it, because Triple H just turned HBK inside out. A massive clothesline. Now a Cerebral Assassin bringing a weapon into the ring for the first time in this contest. But Michaels, in classic Michaels style, now going to go to the top rope. Corner Triple H to his feet. Michaels going to go for that double axe handle, but Triple H wary of it. A punch to the gut. Michaels now in a bad predicament. Triple H with that steel chair in hand. And just like that, a cranium shot. Triple H wrapping that chair around the face of HBK. Again, so much history between these two men, including the great moments we saw last year. Who can forget the amazing feud between DX and the NWO, which was pretty much the beginning of the end of the relationship between these two. Last year at Survivor Series, it was the NWO taking on DX in a traditional Survivor Series matchup, with the losing team, or should I say the losing group, forced to disband. Oh, as I'm saying that, Michaels reversing the bear hug into that DDT onto the steel chair. So where were we? Survivor Series last year, one team were left together, one team was forced to disband. That team forced to disband was D-Generation X. Triple H blaming Michaels for that loss, and that basically planted the seeds for when Triple H turned on Michaels just a couple of weeks after that moment. And from that moment, we have seen sneak attack after sneak attack. Not to mention that amazing matchup last month at Backlash. And all of that combined has brought the ingredients to what has been an amazing feud right here at Judgment Day. When inside this Hell in a Cell, this feud will arguably be put to bed for once and for all. But we will see. As these two great superstars tend to produce great match after great match and always find a way to reignite their feuds. This match no different. We are seeing a fantastic Hell in a Cell match. Currently the cell being used to full benefit of these superstars. We have seen Skull on Steel several times in the last few moments. Michaels turning out to be in control. Great offense straight by the Heartbreak Kid. Drop kicking Triple H into that steel. And our fisherman suplex on the outside of the ring. The former WWE Champion enjoying some offense currently. Looking for Triple H to go back to his feet. Finally does. And a jumping clothesline, taking the game down once again. Michaels picking Triple H up before sending him crashing through the steel steps. And now Michaels with the steel steps in hand. This is not good for Triple H. A massive shot to the skull with those steel steps. Michaels currently in firm control of this Hell in a Cell match. Whether you're a fan of Triple H or a fan of Michaels, you've got to respect these two men. These two icons and legends in this business. And despite how many years these two have faced off, they are still willing to leave their bodies, their souls, all on the line. And time after time, they're still coming into play. Triple H currently in control, picking his former best friend up by the hair, and now sending Michaels back into the ring. Triple H back into the ring as well, bringing another steel chair with him. You can now see the ring filling up. We have got steel steps. We've even got 3 steel chairs. This match, as I said before, is not going to be for the faint-hearted. This match is going to be bloody. This match is going to be an all-out war. The best, I'm sure, is still to come. And we just saw another steel on skull shot. This time, Michaels wrapping that chair on the face of Triple H. But the adrenaline kicking in for both these superstars. Triple H now going for a pedigree. Not happening that time. I think it's fair to say if Triple H hits that pedigree, this match is going to be over. So Shawn Michaels, for everything he can, is going to be looking to avoid that devastating maneuver. Triple H out of a submission and a running knee to the face of Michaels. And I think we have got our first glimpse of blood in this contest. Yes, we have. Triple H has busted HBK wide open with that super running knee to the skull of Michaels. And like a shark that tastes blood, Triple H straight to the bloody forehead of HBK. And again, Triple H knows what's best for business. He knows how to get the job done. And Michaels is bleeding profusely. Triple H, the cerebral assassin, as we've seen over the years, knows what is needed. And he has delivered a one-man concerto to the skull of HBK. Surely this match has got to be over. Or maybe the referee has got to look at stopping this one. Into the cover. Michaels may be on instinct alone. Kicking out at 2. I don't think Triple H can believe it. After a massive steel chair shot and the concerto, we thought this match was possibly over. But as we have seen time and time again, Michaels forming a comeback. But that comeback cut short by the low blow by the game. And now the game taking a page out of his former mentor's book, Ric Flair. The figure 4 leg lock locked in. Triple H going for the submission victory. But I think Triple H realised that was not going to get the job done that time. So instead, Triple H now putting HBK in the corner. And what are we seeing now? Well, if the normal figure 4 wasn't enough, how about a ring post figure 4? Triple H with a variation of the figure 4 leg lock with HBK's legs wrapped around the steel. An amazing maneuver by Triple H. We do not see that happen too often. But Triple H bringing his A game this evening. HBK though, more adrenaline, quickly to his feet and from nowhere. A double axe handle. And now a catapult. Sending Triple H into the steel again. And I think Triple H might be busted wide open as well, maybe. The crowd loving it. And what the... Oh, HBK, the suplex through the cell. These two men have busted out of the cell. The cell could not contain the hatred of these two men. We thought HBK was tuning up the band, but Triple H dropping HBK back of the head first onto that concrete. And Triple H does not want any part of HBK. Triple H now trying to escape Michaels. But this is arguably the worst possible scenario for Triple H, because now there is nowhere to go. These two men face to face on top of this Hell in a Cell. This is extremely dangerous. The crowd know it, but the crowd cannot help but watch this masterpiece that we are witnessing in front of us. Again, this has got to be one of the best Hell in a Cell matches we've ever seen. Extremely dangerous on top of that cell. We have seen numerous moments in WWE history where people have basically ended their careers by falling off that cell. And yes, I'm talking about Mick Foley. Who could forget King of the Ring 1998 when The Undertaker threw Mick Foley off that cell through the table. Not only once, he sent him off twice by crashing Foley through the centre of the Hell in a Cell as well. We also saw Rikishi get thrown off the cell again by The Undertaker at Armageddon 2000. That match was a 6-man Hell in a Cell match which Triple H was a part of. Both these men do have Hell in a Cell experience, and that Hell in a Cell experience is certainly coming into play this evening. Triple H gonna be going for a pedigree on top of the Hell in a Cell, but no, Michaels out of it, reversing the pedigree, and Triple H nearly falling off, nearly joining the names of Rikishi and Mick Foley, but Triple H saving himself a desperation clothesline, and now a massive knee drop, and you can see both these men profusely bleeding. These men covered in blood, leaving their sweat, their blood, their tears all on the ring, or should I say above the ring, on top of the Hell in a Cell. Whilst these two men remain on the cell, this is still extremely dangerous, and you're basically asking for a career-ending injury. Michaels taking a page out of Mick Foley's book there. A pole driver on top of the Hell in a Cell. Michaels now calling Triple H to his feet. This is not good for Triple H. This is not good at all. Oh, but Triple H ducking it. And the clothesline. I think Michaels was trying to throw Triple H off, just like we saw Mick Foley and Undertaker at King of the Ring 1998. Triple H finally realising that danger, and thank God he wasn't chucked off. These two men now back in the ring, and this match is going to continue. Oh, Michaels ducking it. Classic Michaels. Picking Triple H to his feet. And we're going to be seeing a fisherman's suplex with the bridge. Referee count on a 2 count. The crowd loving this amazing Hell in a Cell match. And just like that, the game, the Cerebral Assassin with that short arm clothesline back in control. Michaels though sweeping the legs. And now steel chair in hand and a massive shot to the chest of the game. Michaels with that steel chair shot. Picking a very groggy Triple H up. And what is this? Oh, again, another pole driver. This time crashing the head and the neck of Triple H onto that steel chair. Elbow drop time, and he connects. The pole driver on the chair. The elbow drop. This one has got to be over. But again, Triple H on instinct kicking out of that one. This amazing Hell in a Cell match does continue. You can see these two men absolutely pouring with blood. On their faces you can see more blood than skin. But this is what this means to both these men. This match means everything. And nearly over again, HBK coming close to the roll up. Again, we've said it so many times. These two men, so much history. You really cannot mention it enough. And history is being written in front of us. Because in front of our very eyes, we are witnessing what could go down as the best Hell in a Cell ever. These two men doing everything they can do to get the advantage. Michaels now in the corner. Triple H again, back to that back that we have seen time and time again in this contest. And now the steel chair shot to the back. Michaels is not moving good. Groggle on that turnbuckle. No sign of life, hardly at all in Michaels. Triple H methodically placing that chair down. And what the hell is this? A reverse suplex. Holy, a reverse suplex. Crashing Michaels down onto that steel chair. What a moment we just witnessed. Going for the pedigree. Michaels though, no, not allowing it. Out of the pedigree. Sweet chin music time. Michaels tuning up the band. Triple H going to be getting the sweet chin music. No, Triple H ducking it. Thumb to the eye. Another low blow. The Cerebral Assassin doing whatever it takes to get the job done. This could be it, but it's not. Michaels kicking out after that low blow. But Michaels out of the way of the clothesline. Kick to the gut. Suplex sign. Again, reversing the suplex. This is such an amazing contest. These two men leaving their blood, their sweat, their tears, all in this Hell in a Cell. Triple H now over steel steps. Taking a bit too long though. Michaels to his feet. Oh, Michaels to that steel chair. Slamming the chair and the steps into the face of the game. Michaels again shooting up the band. Oh, Triple H ducking it again. Pedigree time. No, Michaels out of the pedigree. Oh, the sweet chin music. Michaels finally connecting the kick to the chin of Triple H. And after the sweet chin music, this match is finally over. This match will surely go down as one of the best Hell in a Cell matches we have ever witnessed. Judgment Day is going to be going down in history as a pivotal moment between these two men. Ultimately, HBK has got the victory. Is this a final chapter between Triple H and HBK? I guess time will tell. So I'm sure you guys would agree with me. That was a truly memorable Hell in a Cell match. Arguably one of the best in WWE history. We've not seen either man since that match, but from what I am hearing, both Triple H and HBK are healthy and ready to get back into the ring, and they're going to be doing so this Sunday when 30 men compete for a WrestleMania main event title shot against their respective brands champion. Triple H and HBK both returning at the Rumble. From one great match to what hopefully is going to be another great match, because up next, two legends, two icons in this Raw main event. It is going to be The Undertaker taking on Evolution's Ric Flair. Ric Flair representing Evolution, Undertaker representing the Brothers of Destruction. And Kane, Undertaker's brother, having success earlier on this evening, defeating the Legend Killer, Kane leaving Raw as the Hardcore Champion. Will Undertaker have as much success as his brother had earlier in the show? I guess we will see in this main event. This is actually Undertaker's first match on Raw in quite some time. Undertaker taking a long hiatus after being screwed out of the WWE Championship last year at Survivor Series by The Rock. Well, as we saw at Judgment Day, Undertaker making that huge surprise return, attacking The Rock. And because of what's gone down between these two great superstars, last week Vince McMahon making the match official. In less than 1 week at the Rumble, it is going to be The Undertaker taking on The Rock for The Rock's WWE Championship. We have seen some methodical action so far. Both these men, great athletes in their prime. Even in their advanced stages, both these guys can still go, no doubt about it. Both men defy age. Two legends in this business. Not just legends, but two living legends. Two truly great superstars. And I'm sure these guys are going to be putting on a great main event to Raw this evening. Undertaker, the challenger for the WWE Championship on Sunday now with the Irish Whip. And a big boot taking Ric Flair down. Right hands now. Undertaker, one of the best brawlers in this business. Ric Flair though, the cunning veteran, reversing that maneuver. And now the chops. Not going for the third, instead going for the Irish whip. Undertaker now in the corner. Ric Flair going for the clothesline. Undertaker out of the way. And now Ric Flair could be in trouble. Undertaker going to the ropes. This only means one thing. Undertaker is going old school. Old school delivered to the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And Undertaker is looking great in this matchup. Possibly spoke a little bit too soon there because of the Nature Boy now regaining some form of control. We haven't seen The Rock this evening, but I have heard The Rock is backstage. Maybe we'll hear from the Great One before the evening is over. Ric Flair going for that trademark turnbuckle climb. Ric Flair, as normal, not connecting with a move. Undertaker throwing the Nature Boy off. And now both these superstars in the corner. It could be Snake Eyes time. Snake Eyes to Ric Flair. Undertaker off the ropes. Another big boot. Nature Boy could be in trouble, because Undertaker signaling for it. Could be going for that tombstone. Ric Flair though going downstairs. Another chop. Ric Flair, those famous chops. These two men putting on a great match. Ric Flair full of confidence. Clearly feels he has got Undertaker's number. Gonna be going for that devastating figure 4 leg lock. Here it comes, locked in. A move that has won Ric Flair so many championships over the years. Locked into the dead man. But Undertaker reversing it. Ric Flair now in more trouble. The Phenom powering out of it. Off the ropes. And a 300-pound missile flying through the air. A flying dead man. And now Ric Flair walking into it. A gigantic choke slam. Almost choke slamming Flair out of his boots. Undertaker signaling the end is coming. Tombstone coming up. But what the lights have gone out. What the hell is going on? The arena in darkness. It's The Rock, the WWE Champion, taking his challenger down come Sunday with that massive bout shot. Referee ringing the bell. This match is a no contest. There is a ton of bad blood between The Rock and The Undertaker, and this intense rivalry is going to come to a head on Sunday. The Undertaker challenges The Rock for the WWE Championship in less than 1 week at the Royal Rumble. Is this a sign of things to come? We'll find out at the Rumble. Good night, everybody.